All right, ladies and gentlemen, for our brainstorming challenge, so there's going to be two videos that go over this worksheet. The first one we are going to do together as a class, or you're going to do together as a table group. You cannot do this part by yourself. So this is more a warm-up activity to get to the rest. So, in order to get new and innovative ideas, artists have to think beyond the obvious. So today's warm-up activity is going to push you to think in new and novel ways. So novel means like interesting or weird or strange or not run of the mill. So the point of this is to try to push yourself beyond the first most obvious answer. So you're going to use what you came up with. So you're going to kind of use this to kind of stretch your brain a little bit. So when we start thinking about the features in your portrait, you don't just go for the most obvious answer. So what you're going to do is you're going to look at the teacher prompt. The teacher prompt is a drawn nose. In the time allowed, you're going to redraw the same image in each of the boxes. You're going to change the image into something new and novel each time. You want to think of something that other people won't come up with. You want something interesting, something odd, something outside the box. At the end of the time, so after your 10 minutes of doing this, you're going to compare. So you're going to look either with your table group or even with the class as a whole, and you're going to compare. So that means you can't be copying someone. You're not going to get any points that way. If no one has the idea, you're going to put a check mark in the corner of the box. So what this means is you're going to take the idea of nose, and we're going to break this nose into several simple parts. So you need something that is straight. You need something that has two things here and maybe a thing here. So if you want to think about this in terms of food so it can help you a little bit more, you can, but you don't have to. So I could say, okay, since this whole thing kind of looks like a triangle, maybe I turn the whole thing into a piece of pizza. And then these three things here are pepperonis. And then I got the thing. And I can even make that go in a little bit more. So I can make the piece of a pizza does this. So I've got my piece of pizza. Now, hint, anything that I put on my paper, you should not put on your paper because it's not a novel idea. The other thing I could do is instead of making it one big thing, I could make it three little things. So I could say take this part and make it an ear of corn. And then I could make this, the bottom part, 2 pats of butter. Okay, does this make sense? Okay, so you are now going to set the timer. You're going to work together as a class or as a table group, and you are going to spend 10 minutes coming up with as many novel ideas as you can. You want to try to fill all the boxes, but it's okay if you don't fill all the boxes. But what you don't want to do is just copy something from somebody else. You want ideas that are interesting, that are original, that are not run-of-the-mill. So, go do the warm-up challenge.